Hello, this is kind of a panicked recording because I was about to eat lunch. I was making my lunch, and then some news dropped in the EU server. Not news. OMAT proposed a question. If I added every character from the S tier but banished the others from my video, would the community be okay with that? Hold on. I'm going. Okay, shout out to Peter for this image because I did not screenshot my own tier list. Like I said, I didn't think this video would. Honestly, I thought this video would get no traction. But people are saying they don't know the characters in S tier, so I'm gonna go through them, uh, describe why they should be in EU, and try to try to make things more clear so people will vote yes on the new question OMAC proposed. The first character in S tier is Kevin. So this suggestion was based on the Kevin and UAF Ben DLC pack. Um, I kind of went pretty deep into Kevin's moveset in not super deep, but like I skimmed over it in that tier list video that nobody watched. People are just looking at the image. But Kevin can absorb energies from anything he touches, so he can absorb concrete. His hand will turn into concrete, um, and he can touch someone else to drain their DNA and get their ability. So we would have a mimic character, which we don't have in the game yet, and he has two really good directions for his awakening. The one I suggested, it would probably be unrealistic. Like I don't know if OMAT would go this direction, but you could easily go into the amalgam Kevin. Yeah, you could easily go here and do Ultimate Kevin, which is I think either this and her or his original series is the most popular um like transformation. But he was in this was his strongest form. This is the strongest Kevin's ever been, unless you count Omniverse Kevin. But I think this form is weaker, just because it has like worse powers than this form. But I'm not going into power scaling. The point is, Kevin could have a really cool moveset. He could have very good abilities. We don't have a mimic character, and Kevin can do more than mimic. He can drain the energy from the ground and do like a spike or something. Like there's a lot of things Kevin can do. He would be a really interesting character, and he's pretty popular. Like I think anyone who's watched Ben 10 knows Kevin, and Ben 10 is a very popular franchise, at least in my eyes. You ask some people, they say no. Let's see, who else is in the S tier? Um, Denji and Rize, Denji and Rize are two suggestions from the goat of suggestions, in my opinion. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. He makes the best suggestions out of anyone. Please, please vote yes just for this dude. If you don't like my suggestions, you still want Rize and Denji. He makes the best suggestions, bro. Um, I was going to put his Griffith suggestion in S tier too, but the image wouldn't download. I'm sorry, dude. But he made such a good kit. I highly recommend you go look at his suggestions. He put a lot of time and effort into these. I think he said Denji took him an hour. So please show love to bro. Um, the Geometry Dash Cube. Okay, a lot of people are really like disagreeing with the Geometry Dash Cube. So this is one I need to like really focus on. The Geometry Dash Cube could have very interesting abilities, and I don't. Let's see here. If I go to my own YouTube. So the first move that I thought of immediately
This
was
might
ball.
look like just an easy...
Literally all you would need to do, give him Sonic Spin Dash and make it ball instead of Sonic. That's one move. You could, I really like this idea. You could make it to where he has to click multiple times when he clicks one of his skills, and the more clicks he does, the more damage it does. So, or if you don't click at all, he would be like sent into the sky, like he would go up, and then after a while the move would end and he'd drop. But he could like create distance and do a lot of damage depending on how you use the move. A pretty easy skill one would just be a simple jump, just like a normal left click. Just show the. There, just like a jump that would like combo extend. Maybe like you could up tilt someone, click your skill one, it would jump, it would do some damage on the impact land, and then you could combo extend off that. And then, what? That's 3 skills. Skill 4. Let me think. I mean, it's been a while since I made the suggestion. I didn't think this would be brought up again, to be honest with you. I'm still, like, pretty shocked. Let's see here. I'm trying to think, bro. I mean, I'm... Dude. Oh, shit. Easy. You can make a shit move where he just flies into somebody. I mean, that seems pretty simple. It'd be a nice combo extender off an up tilt, similar to jump or wave. It's one of the most like beloved Geometry Dash game modes. Now for the Awakening. Now I had some fun ideas for the Geometry Dash Cube Awakening. Now there's 2 directions you could go. And I think both of them are skill awakenings. I think something similar to Ghost Rider with a skill awakening is the best way you can go for Geometry Dash Cube. And my first idea... Club Step appears on the screen. They have 3 chances to beat it. You can't attack them during this cutscene. So it would be like, kind of like EXE games. They have 3 chances to beat Club Step. If they fail all 3 chances, they die. They lose a stock. You can make it to where it does like a set damage, so it wouldn't one-shot someone during their awakening, just to like balance it. Because I know when Ghost Rider dropped and he one-shot everyone, people cried for his nerf. So there's a few ways you could balance this. I just think it's really funny. The second skill I was thinking was, let me rewind this a bit. You see these spikes right here? If you look at like the testing range, the floor is kind of in tiles. Every like chunk of the map has a random % chance to spawn a spike, and when you use the skill ult, it covers the floor in spikes, forcing the opponent to play a Geometry Dash game to get close to a cube. If you touch a spike, you die, and all of them disappear. And that applies to both players, so Cube could die from his own awakening. I think this is the most fun idea I've ever had. I don't know why people are so against the Geometry Dash Cube. This character would be so fun to play. Next up, we got War Greymon. I am really shocked that people don't know who War Greymon is. I had some good ideas for moves versus Metal Seadramon. The main combo starter I thought of, let's see here. Where, are they going to show it? Yeah. Great Tornado. I tried to find a GIF of this and put it in, but I just couldn't. Great Tornado. This would be such a funny combo starter. He goes into the air, he spins around, and he stabs you. Obviously, it wouldn't one-shot you like it did Metal Seedramon. But he would like jump into the air, spin into you, and do some damage, and that would be his main combo starter. For a skill 1, you could just do some claw swipes, similar to Dante's skill 4. Let's see. Now, for the Awakening, I mean, there's nothing else that it can be. Hold on, not you. Get off my screen. It's Terra Force. It would just be Goku's Spirit Bomb, but it would be more damage since it is a skill ult, not a normal Awakening. Or you could go the direction I was thinking, make a Metal Garurumon and War Greymon DLC pack, and if they're on the same team and they use their Awakenings, they could fuse into Omnimon. I mean, I feel like that would be really cool. You could share a stock and you'd have new moves. But I don't know how difficult that would be. And if OMAT doesn't want to go that direction, I think Terra Force for a skill awakening works perfect. And then for one of his base kit moves, you can just make a smaller Terra Force. You make it a projectile. Super simple. For the shields on his back, they're kind of hard to see in this frame, but he has shields. You could just give him like a damage reduction or something like Ben's Perfect Block. I mean, the character would be simple, strong. I think War Greymon's iconic. Apparently, I'm the only person who has ever watched Digimon Adventure, because everyone in the Discord is like, this character isn't real. Y'all are crazy. Finally, Sung Jin Woo. I mean, come on. Come on. Do I really have to explain why Sung Jin Woo would be good? Hold on. Now, I was very proud of this moveset. When I first made it, I kind of made him similar to Ultron, where he could just summon 3 knights. Instead of Ultron sentries, it would be knights. And someone pointed out, we don't need Jin Woo, the guy who like prides himself on being an assassin and a necromancer, to be more zoner summoner slop like Ultron. So I thought, give him an energy bar where he has to do damage to summon a knight, unlike Ultron, and he could be like this rush down, really aggressive character that would get rewarded for damage with knights. And then for his awakening, if he was in teams, he could revive his teammates as shadow soldiers, and they would get a 5th stock, but they couldn't use their awakening, and they were perma after that. They'd probably have less HP too, and they couldn't regen. I think this would be peak. I think Jinwoo would work perfectly. He'd slot in really well. I don't know why people are against... I mean, I don't think anyone's been against Jinwoo, but he could have different daggers. He's done a lot of different things in the manhwa that I recommend you read. A lot of people don't like the solo leveling anime, which is reasonable, because like the first few arcs of solo leveling aren't super interesting. But I think once you get like past where the anime is, like the anime is about to pick up and get to the good parts of solo leveling. But this character is way more popular than some of my other suggestions. And for a special shout out, I was going to put Cell in the S tier. I really like this suggestion from Sizzle. I'm going to be honest. I put Cell in A tier because I thought, we're getting Kefla. We already have Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. We're getting another Vegeta. Goku's getting a rework. I'm thinking, do we really need another Dragon Ball character? Like, I don't want this game to turn into Dragon Ball Marvel Universal instead of everything Universal, which is why I make a lot of random suggestions, like Kim Tae-yun or Locke Lambert. By the way, add Locke Lambert. I put him in the GOAT tier on the tier list. But I think this character should be added but I didn't put him in S tier because we already have so many Dragon Ball characters. I'm sorry, Sizzle. I think this character should be added, just for the record. Excuse me. I'm gonna go eat lunch now.